we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on last year's national champion, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Base 27, John. Base 27, John. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So there's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker. Position, so his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a Bearcats. Pick up every yard you can and help out the offense. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Burns. He's going to take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can beat. Turning it up. Nice pull on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. Obviously, he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the explosive play there on the move all the way to the 44.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
He's moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Look, this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
To the line. Set. Ready. Ready, set. Okay, great. Hey, flip. To the line. Watch out, go over. Hey, travel. Travel.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback making checks.
Cross. Tanner. Can't be. Ready. Ready.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Cougar. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Throwing down by the goal line is always difficult, especially when the defense is expecting it. On 3rd down, they were, so you've got to have the perfect play call on, and that's exactly what the offense had.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. I'll bring it out to the and he'll get off one more play before the end. To the ground with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Ready, fight.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute. Talk about this. Everybody uses the ball to vary degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just... Scouting report, making big plays.
Bearded in the end zone, it's stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
His athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him at his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball?
He'll lock one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense this situation if they want to play.
Got his man downfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To throw, it's Burns. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back's got it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like Might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Isaac. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He stopped just a chain length or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And BYU will get the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Takes the easy one to the back. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
18. On set. Set hut. Ready up. On set. Stand.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 4th down, going to the air. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles. People trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, a good decision to take off scrambling to help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in the half, it's Burns. Using his legs to buy some time. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I love that decision for the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback. Tucking it and running and just getting where you can get it.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the line. Easy. Trying to make his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running back searching for a point.
When I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches.
Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Fires downfield. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense broke him out of bounds and forced the loss. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And he throws another interception. His 3rd down. And they'll break him down after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
A little screen to the running back. On his feet at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamodome. They've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Floating away. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Escapes the pressure to his right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Burns. He's got him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. This is called for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, They're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Might be calling a hot route.
Shield!
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Cornhole, 88! Cornhole, 88! Drum!
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game or win this game. Great stop by this defense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is we're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Steps away to find some room. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he's going to carry the ball.
They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with a run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So
Touchdown, Penn
shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27.
Cookie. Okay, ready? Got it?
To the air on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.